This numerical, we have given some data pertaining to number of poles. A 8 pole DC generator has 500 armature conductors. Z value is directly given. The useful flux, okay, or the useful flux is 0.05 Weber per pole. Okay, what is the EMF generated if it is lap connected and runs at 1200 rpm? What must be the speed which it is driven to produce same EMF if it is a wave wound? Okay, if it is a wave wound. So it is asked 1200 rpm it is producing some voltage if it is at lap connection of your armature coils. If it is the same thing, it is connected in wave, what should be the value of N? Okay, it's a very typical question. Similar questions you can expect in university exams. Okay, so look at this. In lap wound, the P value, okay, then the P value is equivalent to A, or the A value is equivalent to P, which is 8 here, So EMF generated in the first case, which is the lap connected thing at running at 1200 rpm, is pi z by 60 into P by A, which is 0.5 into 500. The total number of conductors are given. So it is given as total number of armature conductors. So you need not to multiply with any slots, because slot value is not given. So at the same time, it has been running at 1200 rpm divided by 60 into 8 by 8. That is P is equal to A is equal to 8. So in this case, it is 500 volts. Okay, please calculate and check whether it is 500 volts. Next one, the next combination. Here we have to assume the N value. Or N value is kept at empty, or N value should not be considered here. So 1200 rpm should not be considered. But for the same voltage, if same EMF has to be generated, what is the RPM? So in wave wound, the value of A is equal to 2, P value is given as 8 pole. Okay, so pi z by 60 into P by A, which is 0.5 into 500 into N. You have to just consider N, divided by 60, which is equivalent to, into 8 by 2, which is equivalent to 500 volts. Okay, so just cross multiply these two things. 60 into 8, that is 0.5 into 500 into 2 into N divided by 60 into 8 would give you 500, is equivalent to 500. So some xN is equal to 500. What should be x? That is what we have to find out. So the x value is 300 rpm.